Oh shit, have you been recording?
Yeah.
Oh shit, okay. I've just been here just lazily looking at my phone. I thought you were gonna stand up and fucking do it.
Yeah,
that's why I'm in such a pose. I don't really...
That'll be the
I
thumbnail.
didn't plan on sitting like this.
That's alright.
I was gonna show off my well, not my crotch, but anyway.
Well, a nice mellow episode, is it? I think everyone's in the sort of like
I don't know.
mood.
I'm
Nice
quite
Friday. Oh, are you fired up? Are you?
well. The only thing I've had today is
Coffee?
an apple and coffee.
Oh right, okay.
So
You're pretty fired up.
I might just like die midway through.
That can work.
And another thing, just do that. So
That could work.
you never know.
Yeah.
Those watching might notice that we are devoid of Tom again.
Oh yeah.
He didn't do very well in his first week of conference, so we had to send him back for a second one.
He failed his diversity test.
Yeah.
So he needs to.
They actually said he got worse, so he's away again. Hopefully he'll be back next week.
It reminds me of Family Guy where he goes to the feminist camp. No?
I've not seen that.
Explain.
I thought you were going to say where he gets the
um,
gay gene.
No.
Or was it one where he says that he's black?
No.
That was a great
The
one.
one where he's got to go to what is anti-discrimination camp,
Right,
but
yeah.
because he discriminates against women in the workplace,
Right, okay.
and he goes there, and initially he's really bad,
Yeah.
and he sort of turns into a woman.
Yeah.
He's like,
So
can't for him.
okay. So Tom is going to come back as a
He
woman.
cries a lot.
Well, we'll see.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't
See, maybe
I
next
don't.
week.
Well, it's not. He wasn't
Strategically placed.
discriminatory.
Get Ellen as strategically placed so there.
Yeah.
I'm tidying up.
But shall we introduce ourselves for the audio listeners?
Yeah, because I'm an audio listener, so I'd like to know who's speaking right now.
They can differentiate.
I am
our
speaking
voices
right now, and my name is Owen.
Wow. This is why I hate like
watch-
cold opens and stuff. Well, sorry, I interrupted you.
What was that? What was that?
We should just be chatting like this and be like, I'm Wodge, and then carry on.
Yeah.
It's just.
Why are you
sit
called
there.
Wodge? Because I think we've only referred to you as Wodge this
You
entire
don't need
time.
to know.
No?
You don't need
Okay.
to know.
It's a secret.
There's no
But yeah,
backstory to that.
It's my alter ego.
Okay.
You introduced yourself when other people were talking, so introduce yourself.
I said I am Wodge.
What other people were talking? I was just talking then.
Don't
Jesus
talk
Christ.
in front of me then.
Okay, be quiet.
So that's Wodge, the only female.
I said I am Wodge. You talked over me.
It's a skill that men have learned over the years to.
The best female.
Yeah. Whenever you're the only female.
That's why I'm the best.
And I'm Tom. There we go. Yay.
Sorted.
Joys of cold
It is a
opens.
very quiet
Get
one
that.
today.
It's not a cold open. It's a very warm open.
It's a warm. It's a welcoming.
It actually is quite warm in
It's
here.
an
Actually. That
atmospheric.
fan would have been good, but then the audio would have been shite. So we'll just sweat it out.
Yes.
For
you.
This GeekStack podcast is very games heavy.
I thought you were going to say it's sponsored then. I got really...
So heavy, in fact, that I have no movie news in here.
Okay.
Because there was I thought there was quite a few things that came out, but also because I was a bit lazy in getting
there's not
the,
much. The only good movie news really is the trailer for the new Ben Affleck film, Live by Night or something. It's a 1920s prohibition gangster film that he has written and directed and stars in. So
This is Batman practice.
yeah. So I think it's going to be amazing, but that's just because
See how this
I'm a big
goes,
Batfleck.
and then I might do. But
Yeah. I fucking hope he does. He directs Batman because it would save the franchise, the DC franchise. There we go. Movie news done.
Hey.
That's it. So the big game news is there's I think there's kind of two big things, but the big one that I want to talk about is the Sony PS4 Pro, which I think we can all agree, even just by saying that name, is a bit of a weird name. So I'll go over what it is for people who don't know, and then we can talk about it. So, small note though, the PS4 Slim, which we talked about on the podcast about 4 weeks ago,
Yeah, it did get revealed.
it did get revealed. That'll be £259.
Because you were the one that watched it. Did they make? Because we were talking when we talked about the Slim. We were saying, are they going to make reference to the leak? Did they make reference to the
They
leak?
made reference to nothing. And one of the things that I haven't written down, but I will mention, is that the meeting was the most boring thing I have seen in a long time, because it was a Sony PlayStation meeting. Even though this was an announcement of a new console.
It wasn't a show like E3 though. It was.
No, but Apple's events isn't a show like E3, and they still make it enjoyable.
Well, that's just because you get the paid extras going, oh, yes. Oh,
you get the
taken
guys
the audio jack away. Oh, we don't have a
the-
button, we don't have a screen. Oh.
Unzipping the thing.
Unzipping the top.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But he wasn't Apple, he was Instagram.
Yeah, he was Instagram, so he's got to be
Damn.
cool with
The
the
rest,
stylus.
yeah. He was hip and with it.
So the Sony PlayStation 4 Slim,
Yeah.
which wasn't actually called a Slim, it's just the PS4, and it's the new PS4 moving forwards.
Okay.
It's the standard. There's no Slim and then normal version. They're just getting rid of the normal version straight away. They're like, get rid of that. So the PS4 Pro is £349.
Mm-hmm.
It's releasing in November 10th, which is like
Not that far away.
not that far away
No.
at all. Specifically aimed at 4K TVs and pro gamers, whatever that means. GPU is twice as powerful. It has a boosted clock rate on the CPU. All PS4 games will work on it, which is great. It has a larger hard drive, 1 terabyte. A high dynamic range is going to be available on it, but also available on the original PS4 through a software update, which probably by this getting released will probably be available.
Hopefully.
It has something called forward compatibility, which
So
basically
you can play games that haven't come out yet.
it basically means that like games that have come out already are going to be patched to look better on the PS4
right.
Pro,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Like remastered.
Not remastered. No, they're just going to. Well, it depends. It varies.
They're
game.
gonna put it through a filter.
Whatever the
So
whatever.
it's gonna be like the Snapchat filter that brings your nose in and.
Well, a
does
good
cheek thing.
example is
You can choose between them.
Filter or unfiltered.
a good example is Shadow of Mordor, which is like a game that's quite old now, which they showed in the presentation, which is like, what are you doing showing this old game for your new
for the sequel?
Yeah, but they basically showed that, and they were like, "Oh, this one specifically will have better anti-aliasing, but it won't get upscaled to 4K." Yeah, all the games patched look better on PS4 Pro. PSVR will get a boost thanks to the more power of the PS4 Pro, and Netflix and YouTube will be playable in 4K to take advantage of all of the videos that are already available. I've got it. Something came out like quite recently. Actually, is a nice little list of games that are going to be taking advantage of it, including release games already. So, Deus Ex: Mankind Div-i-ded will take advantage of it for the PS4 Pro.
Mankind what?
Div-i-ded.
Div-i-ded.
Yeah. Div-i-ded. What of it? Calm down.
Div-i-ded.
The Elder Scrolls Online.
No, this is gonna bug me now. Div-i-ded.
Killing
What,
Floor
you
2.
mean Elder Scrolls on Lily?
On Mini. Killing Floor 2. The Last of Us Remastered. Paragon. Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. Uncharted 4. The Witness. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And Infamous Light. All those are going to be patched to take advantage of the PS4 Pro. But we don't know what's going to be good about it.
The people behind the Witness didn't even know it was happening.
No, they didn't know that HDR was going to be available on PS4.
Okay.
They knew, but they obviously knew about the PS4 Pro because they're working on it.
Right.
I think that'd be really good though, because when you bring out a next gen console, it's quite difficult to play initially because there aren't that many games available
taking
for
advantage
it.
of it. Yeah,
So it's a good thing.
Games that are going to be taking advantage of it are not released yet. Battlefield 1, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare Remastered, Days Gone, Dishonored 2, Farpoint,
but
FIFA,
all
Final
this...
Fantasy, For Honor, Ghost Recon, Horizon, Infamous, Mass Effect, Spider-Man, Steep, Titanfall
Let 'em
2,
get to the
Watch
end of the
Dogs 2.
alphabet.
Yeah, but all of this hinges on whether you've got a 4K TV or not.
Not necessarily,
No?
because these are being done
because
different
of the
ways.
HDR.
So, like Shadow of
Adapted.
Mordor is not getting upscaled,
Right.
but it'll look better on it.
Right.
So, I mean, also you said this is weird because it's a new generation. They've been making it very clear this is part of the same generation because it's called the PS4 Pro.
I didn't say it was a new generation.
Yeah, new generation of consoles.
Oh right, okay, yeah. Next.
This is very much part of the PS4,
It's like a
but it's
brother.
a boosted version. It's
So
like
it's
do you
a
remember?
buff brother.
Do you remember like the?
It's PS4 Plus.
Yeah, do you remember like on the old
Or
cartridge-based
PS4S,
cartridge-based consoles, you get like a plug-in thing to the cartridge which would boost it, and then you put the games in the top. Do you ever see those?
Like game loaders.
Yeah, kind of, but then you get some that would actually boost the system, and you get better stuff out of it. But anyway, what's your guys' opinion on the PS4 Pro?
Pointless, really. Like I understand it's nice for like the professionals because there's one of the things you didn't mention that they also when you're streaming, you can now stream in 1080p rather than 720.
But who watches in 1080p? Because you need a ridiculous connection to be able to stream in 1080p.
But then that's what I mean. It's as you said, the TV's come on again.
Why is the TV coming?
How is that?
Every day I'm
Go on, TV. There we go. Good thing the remote's near.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Oh, are you recording Coronation Street?
No, it schedules and it just turns on when it's like. By the way, you gotta watch Coronation Street.
Oh, I didn't know it did that.
I don't want to admit that. No, I don't. Want to. That's a.
Yeah, so it's Coronation Street time. Is that why? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's come on.
Chat.
I didn't even know it did that. Cool.
Other
Yeah.
shitty soaps are available. Where were we?
So you were saying that
It's a guilty
it
pleasure.
streams in higher.
Yeah.
It
So
records higher as well.
So
It
I think
records
it's
stuff.
kind of the pro aspect of it. I suppose is the right word to describe it because only gaming professionals are probably going to get it, or arseholes who think that they need the top spec of everything.
Like the Xbox 360 Elite.
See, no, well, I got the 360 Elite because my 360 died the day the Elite came out. I got red.
Yeah, but that
ring.
makes sense.
So yeah, if you're say for example, if your PS4 dies
I would guess.
on November 15th,
Yeah.
5 days after release, and there's some readily available, would you get the Pro or would you get the PS4?
I would probably get the PS4 Slim,
Which is not a
which
Slim,
is not a
it's
Slim,
just
just
a
the
basic
PS4.
one, yeah.
Just for differentiating, because I don't have the things that would get the benefit from
Like VR.
Yeah. Well, yes, but I don't have the TV. I don't have the bandwidth or anything. So
Are any of these games that I mentioned that are upcoming? Are you looking forward to any of them?
which
You listed them very quickly.
Yes.
Yeah, well, let's have a look there.
What do you want me just to go?
No,
Yes.
no, just tell me which one. If any of those-
no.
Tom's not looking forward to
no,
this,
just
honestly.
like one of them. Are any of them looking forward to?
Rise of the Tomb Raider. I want to play.
Right.
Days Go. Oh,
No, I just wanted like something on there. One
Days-
thing I'm looking for.
Days
Ex
Gone.
Divided.
I'm not a Deus Ex fan. I played
Not even Divided.
Divided. No.
Mm,
Ghost
Divided.
Recon, but then I'm a bit put off after.
E3.
The Division. Horizon Zero Dawn. I really want to play. Mass Effect Andromeda, of course, and Spider-Man. Mass Effect Andromeda. Have you seen the 4K? But are you a Mass Effect gamer?
I have never played any of the Mass Effect games. My question
Yeah,
was,
I played them all through 3 times.
with these games then, if you are looking forward to a few of them, are you not worried that the game that you play on the PS4 is not going to look as good as the one? Because say for example, when games are when we're switching from the PS3 to the PS4, when that era is currently overlapping and games come out for both systems, you want the PS4 one because it looks better and everything.
Yeah, but then I think the way I justify keeping the smaller console is that, as you said, this is the same generation. So it's not as if I'm moving from a PS3 to a PS4 or an Xbox 360 to an Xbox One or a Wii to a Wii U. It's the same umbrella. So I would justify it as, yes, it would be better, but then I'm probably not going to see it. I'm not going to. It's like with anything. You play it, go, oh my god, this is amazing. No Man's Sky, and then after about an hour, you're just like, oh okay, it's just normal then.
I think it's similar to. It depends on preference. It's like it's MacBook Air versus MacBook Pro. Do you want MacBook Pro Retina display, or do you want MacBook Air normal? It depends on preference and what you want, and do you want an entirely cinematic experience? If you do, and you really want the good graphics, then that's fine. But it's not like the graphics on the PS4 are terrible.
Yeah, it's not as if it's going to be completely.
It's not like
it's not as if it's going to be like fucking 8-bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to be Super Mario versus Uncharted.
Yeah.
No Man's Sky. It's going to be a slight increase.
So if there's going to be sort of like a small amount of difference between the PS4 and the PS4 Pro, and you can't really, you're sort of like thinking, oh, actually, I don't really see the difference. It's a small upgrade and everything like that. Have we reached the point where when they announce a PS5, it's going to be so small, people are going to be like, well, why would I even bother? It's.
Well, it depends, because another example would be DVD versus Blu-ray. And, when they used to put the Blu-ray against the DVD, you could see difference in quality.
Mm-hmm.
but it might be a jump that big. It depends on how big the jump is
Yeah.
and how much the technology advanced. And
That's
how
the thing,
good
and the only one of the small good things they had in the PowerPoint presentation, because it literally was a PowerPoint presentation, was they had a picture on it which they had 720p.
Yeah.
Then they zoomed out, and then they had the picture outlined where 1080p was.
Yeah.
So 720p was about like there,
Yeah.
1080p was about there,
Yeah.
4K was like
Yeah.
there. So when you see it like that, and
Yeah.
you think, oh, wait a minute, it's not necessarily seeing more, but just that much more detail.
Yeah.
And when you think what DVD looked like versus Blu-ray,
Yeah.
you
But
think
then with my 1080p TV, could I see the 4K, or would it just be a 1080p version of it?
I think then it all depends on the developer, because they're very much pushing this like small print of it depends what the developer wants to do with it.
Yeah.
Like developer could say it could be a question of maybe next Naughty Dog game they go, we don't want 4K. We don't care about 4K.
Yeah.
We'll do 1080p and we'll push it much more.
Yeah.
We'll have the PS4 Pro version.
Yeah.
It'll look so much better than the PS4 version.
Yeah.
Got the extra horsepower. It'll still be 1080p. It'll still be 30 frames a second. But we'll grab all that power and chuck it into making it look better. They could do that.
Yeah.
You know, it's all depending on what they want to do with it.
I wonder how far it's going to go. Like, the graphics in Last of Us are stunning. The graphics in Uncharted are stunning.
Well, that's the thing.
It's
I'm interested to see what Uncharted 4 looks like on a PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
Because that game is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Divided.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Divided. It's divided gorgeous.
The rendering, like the skin, everything, hair, just the landscapes.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
and I mean,
it's insane.
I personally am not a big advocate of 4K because, like, I mean, the TV we've got, that's like 55-inch TV. You know, that's like 1080p. It's fine.
Yeah.
You don't need that 4K unless you've got unless you're sitting like super close. You know, and then that makes a difference.
Really good Coronation Street.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's so good. You can see, Roy's rolls. You look like you could eat that right there.
Could smell it.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting release.
It's like a non-release release. It's just an upgraded version. The fact that they didn't call it the PS4S is, I suppose, the only reason they couldn't was because of the Xbox One. But that's essentially what it is in the terms of technology. Because the same thing with Apple is just whenever they release an S, it's just
the thing about the Xbox One, the S,
and people don't get them necessarily.
The Xbox S that they've done is basically the PS4 Slim that Sony've done.
Yeah.
And the Scorpio, which Xbox were talking about at E3, that they're saying, we'll have more information next year.
Yeah.
Have they lost the race already?
No, see, I see Scorpio as the next generation. So I see Xbox's Scorpio being the contender for the PS5. That's how it's been advertised to me, and the fact that it's all hush hush quiet. It's.
But they pretty much hit on the same notes as what the PS4 Pro have. They were like, we're aiming for 4K. We're aiming for this. And it's a bit annoying, actually, because they were doing this PowerPoint presentation, Sony were, and they didn't provide any numbers. They were like, oh, it's double the GPU power, it's the boosted clock rate of the CPU and everything. But they didn't provide any numbers, because Microsoft were like, it has 5 teraflops or whatever of computing power. And they were like pushing the 4K and everything. And it's like, well, this can do that. This can do the 4K. It's coming out this year.
Yeah.
In a few months. Scorpio is more news next year. This is made. This is a product. This is real. This is coming to stores.
Yeah, but as I said earlier, I don't see the majority of people buying the PS4 Pro for $350 when you can get what will be the standard for what
$250 basically. Yeah.
So you're saving £100, and the majority of people don't have 4K TVs, don't have the accessibility. Like there's still people that don't have 1080p TVs. So,
but then the people who don't have 1080p TVs are not going to be buying a console. If they are going to be buying a console,
well,
they're going to be buying a cheaper one.
You never know. It's fucking
Sandra's going to be buying a $250 one. But
Sandra
then
doesn't play
it's $260. Sorry,
but her children that she pawns off on the babysitter 6 days a week.
But this is for. I mean,
yeah.
The clue's in the name, really, isn't it? It's like
PlayStation
the PS4
is better than love. That's Sandra's kids. Sandra's kid.
They don't get any love. They don't know what love is.
Yeah. Wait till Auntie Val makes an appearance. Jesus.
The clue's in the name. This is going to be early adopters.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't buy my PS4 until probably about a year after it was out.
Same.
We bought the PS4 because PT came out, and we really wanted to play PT.
Yeah.
So we could share our
Well,
plans.
I bought my PlayStation when No Man's Sky was announced at E3.
There you go. Yeah. So you were like,
So it was like
a
year. It was a year and a half.
Practice.
Yeah.
So maybe it's going to be that thing of, the majority of people are going to buy it when something comes out that you like. I can only have this experience on this device.
So if they bring out whatever, Last of Us 2 or whatever, and it's only available on the PlayStation 4 Pro, then yes, it's more of an incentive.
It's not going to be like that because there was leaks from a retailer presentation where they were like every PS4 Pro game is going to come out on the PS4.
Yeah,
it's not going to be split and everything like that. But
it's just a souped up version for the Pro people. Hence the name.
Yeah. So when the Xbox released their Scorpio, whether it's called Scorpio or whether it's called whatever,
Sagittarius,
next year. I mean, they said
Xbox 2.
They said they're like, more news next year. Could we assume that's getting released next year? Maybe same time, November-ish, or is that too soon?
Would they have announced it in last E3 if it was going to be longer?
Well, they said there's going to be more news next year.
Yeah, so it wouldn't come out.
Do you not think?
Well, unless they're going to do a massive, like an iPhone thing where it's right. This is Scorpio. Oh, by the way, it's coming out. You can pre-order it in a week.
Well, this is actually
that's what they need.
Very close to that. As close as it's been with consoles, anyway. Where it's like, what is 2 months?
Yeah,
it's 2 months, and this thing's going to be buyable. If they did that, that'd be pretty cool. Where they announce, they show it off.
Yeah.
I think they need to. When you announce something like this, you need to show it off. You need to make it big. I
think as we touched upon either last week or the week before, games consoles still have that kind of stigma around them. Mm-hmm. So you're not going to get millions of people rushing out the day the PS4 Pro comes out. Mm-hmm. Unlike things like Apple, even though the iPhone, even though the PlayStations and stuff have been out longer,
they're a slow burn, aren't they?
Yeah. So, I've been reading up on all the news on because the pre-orders came out today for the iPhones.
Yeah, they're already pushed back by a month.
Yeah, and already sold out, and everything has just been ridiculous. But then that's because people they're more accessible to your phone. Mm. Whereas for the games consoles, not everyone. You don't see people rushing out to get it, and as you said, like you yourself, you waited a year before you got the PlayStation.
Yeah. You want to wait for that thing where you think I can't play this game on anything else. PT, we were like, we want to play this.
Yeah.
The only way we can play this is a PS4.
Yeah.
Let's go and get one.
Yeah.
And it was a free thing that you could download.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that long, and it was it was great and everything. But I mean, speaking of Apple stuff, unless you've got anything else to say on the PS4 Pro, it's a great segue into our next little thing. Yeah. Which is Pokemon Go Apple Watch compatibility. And also Buddy Pokemon in Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Two little things I thought were lovely.
And the release of the Pokemon Go Pro.
Yeah, which it's sort of...
which I think is pointless, but...
Yeah. Well, I guess we can grab all this together.
Speaking of pointless Pokemon Go things.
Our Pokemon Go update
when's it coming? Oh.
So... the thingy I think is available for pre-order now on
the Pogo Pro.
Yeah, is it called Pogo Pro?
No, but that's what I call it.
Right, okay. The Pogo Pro.
You
is
literally
available.
have to bounce to catch Pokemon.
Well, I thought the Pogo Pro was going to be. I just got that. Sorry. I thought the Pogo Pro was going to be something more than it is, but then it seems like a way to cheat at Pokemon Go. Because essentially you're walking around with Pokemon Go open in your pocket, and then it vibrates, and there's a button on it that you can push. So if you're at a Pokestop, it will automatically accept what's at the Pokestop.
Yep.
If you're against a Pokemon, it will catch the Pokemon for you.
What's the point?
I didn't think it could do that. I'm not sure on that.
That's the thing that I read.
Because I read basically that the Apple Watch app that is going to be for it.
Oh, but yeah, that's what
it has Watch. It has the same functionality as the thingy, and basically you still have to get out your iPhone to catch the Pokemon, but you can hatch eggs on the watch. You can visit Pokestops, and you can keep track of what Pokemon are around using the watch. But yeah, to catch them, you've got to get your phone out.
Right.
Yeah, it's basically the same functionality, isn't it, as the Pogo Pro?
Pogo Pro. Well, if that's the case, then that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
But then, because it's essentially allowing you to have the iWatch experience, the Pokemon Go iWatch experience without actually owning the watch.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than forking £500 for the watch, you fork £60 for the Pogo Pro, and then it'll you can have it on your person. And
great if you've got the watch already.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's great for that. You know, if they already got it, because you get a little screen and stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was cool.
But for the 3 seconds it saves me from looking at my wrist to getting my phone now. Like if I'm playing Pokemon Go, I usually keep my phone easily accessible, so it's either in a jacket pocket or in my hand. It's not it's not a hard thing to go. Oh, okay.
So will you be getting a Pogo Pro?
If they have more features, then yes. But if it's just a way to cheat at Pokemon
way to get Pokestops quickly.
Yeah.
Watch Pogo Pro? Yes, no?
No. It's just what's the point? What's the point? If you got it on your phone already, it was a free app. Yes, okay, there's in-game purchases, but what's the point in spending £60 on something that you're doing already on your phone?
Yeah. That's what if it has more features, then sure. But I like the buddy system coming out.
Yeah, I was going to say, so I don't know when they're going to be doing this, but it's sort of
fucking soon, I hope.
Soon-ish.
I like the fact that they
Before
had to announce it because people went data mining in Pokemon Go.
Yeah,
they found it, and then about 2 hours later, Niantic were like, "Oh, we've got this huge announcement."
Yeah, the next addition to Pokemon Go will be Buddy Pokemon. So you can pick a favourite Pokemon from your collection to become your buddy. Opens up in-game rewards and experiences. They will appear alongside your trainee avatar on your profile screen.
But not on screen
when
you're walking.
Not on screen when you're walking, which I think is a massive oversight on their part, personally. But then
they would have to animate every 149's Pokemon.
Don't need to animate it. It could just
and
literally slide behind you. Honestly,
and 3D.
And
the
fly. The ones that fly. The ones that Diglett. How are you going to have a fucking Diglett follow you?
Well, the fly ones would be easy because they've got the animations for flying there anyway. They just move it around.
Yeah, flying I suppose would probably be the easiest.
Yeah.
So you have to pick a flying Pokemon.
You get candy for walking together.
So that's the best thing.
That is, because that's the number one priority.
Yeah, we live in a very watery area around here, and I've got one Charmander based on it hatched from an egg. And I've still only got three
10K?
candies for it.
1K? 2K?
1K. 2K, yeah.
2K?
Yeah.
I've never seen a Charmander.
You can get all the original Pokemon in the
2Ks.
Yeah, it's like every now and then.
Insane. I saw Charizard on top of a gym today.
Well, that's exactly they probably
hatch loads of 2K.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's going to take me forever to possibly get a Charizard the way it's currently going. But then with the new buddy system, I just shove Charmander on. And then
walk.
Well, it depends how they do it as well. Is it going to be like a single candy per kilometer?
I was going to say,
or is it going to be...
I was thinking about that today on the way to work because I hatched my 10K egg today.
Yeah.
And I got a friggin' Jinx, and I was so pissed off. What a waste!
Well, yeah, we live in a Jinx heavy area.
I got like a
as well,
920 Jinx, and I was like, "Suck a dick, Jinx. I don't want you. I've had enough." But
what were those lips? Just as you can.
I like it when you flick a Pokeball arrow, hits it in the tip. It's so funny. Anyway, that was a bit of a I was thinking, how are they going to do it? Is it going to be, like you said, every kilometre? Is it going to be one candy? How many candies per how many kilometres?
Yeah.
I
think I'd like more than one per kilometre because...
But then imagine how quickly that can add up when you've got your 10k eggs. How often do they hatch?
I was going to say, based on how far you travel to hatch a 10k egg, 1k is nothing anymore. 1k used to be like, I've got to go 1k.
It could literally be one candy per 10k.
Yeah.
Well, that would be
that would be, yeah.
That wouldn't be.
I wouldn't put it past them though.
Seeing as you need 100 candies to get the max.
Yeah, but the thing is though, you've got to imagine that this isn't the only way you get candy. In those 10k that you're walking, you could encounter one, you could get one added in and stuff like that, or you could hatch one in that time as well, So think about it, if the Charmanders come out of 2k eggs, you can hatch...
Very rarely.
Okay, well, there's a possibility of, hatching 5 in the 10k.
Yeah.
Possibility. Very small possibility, but there's a possibility.
Yes.
Plus, then you can transfer them, get more, and
Plus, while you're hatching the rest, if you've already got one,
it's a big balancing
building up
act.
the
Like, I
candy.
could imagine straight after they release it, it's either going to be massively underpowered or massively overpowered, and it's going to get nerfed or boosted in some way. I could imagine that happening, but sounds
Nerf
good,
like steps.
buddies.
It would, yeah. It's
I would just
a nice additional. It's a nice addition to.
Well, it'd be really good as well because, you know, Snorlax doesn't hatch out of any other egg apart from a 10k.
Yeah.
You get one Snorlax. So I've got one Snorlax and I've maxed him to the... Well, I'm on level 22 and I've got him to the point where I can't max him anymore. I've got no Snorlax candies. I haven't got enough Stardust and my level's not high enough. Yeah. So if he was my buddy... I
Just
would
roll
be able to
around
get
with
the
you.
candies of the rarer Pokemon that you can't...
Oh no, Snorlax loves to run. It's very... He's
that's canon now, isn't it?
Yeah. he sneaks up on you.
Yeah.
But it would be really good to be able to know I'm automatically getting these. While I'm looking after my 10k egg, I am automatically getting however many candies turn up.
So
I think it's a good idea.
A question for you two, because obviously I've completely dropped off the Pokemon Go radar in terms of playing it, because I still believe that the game is fundamentally broken simply because of the fact that you can't find Pokemon. It's random now.
Yeah.
Completely random. It pissed me off so much.
But I was...
To the point where I left the game. Are you guys getting any sort of Pokemon fatigue from playing it?
No.
Or are you still enjoying yourself just as much when you started?
I am enjoying it more now.
Why?
Because I've got to a level that I'm pretty content with. I've started battling gyms because Tom and Lucy introduced me to battling gyms. I did that, and now, literally on my way into work, I am hatching eggs. I am looking for Pokemon. Looking for Pokemon's taken a bit of a back seat because now I'm focused on where are the gyms. Are there any gyms I can just hop onto that are under Team Mystic?
See, now this is a nice evolution because a couple of weeks ago you were all I want to do is catch them all.
Yeah. So there's a gym right by my university. My work.
I own a university and I have a gym too.
But there's a gym there, and it's really strange because going from catching them to okay, I'll hatch an egg, that's the next thrill, to holy shit, I am the top Pokemon on a level 3 gym. I just beat it as I beat a level 3 gym on my own just because I had some time, which had a Starmie, Arcanine and a Dragonite on top of it, and the Dragonite was a pretty hefty CP, but I thought, you know what, I've got high enough level Pokemon and a 2000 something Snorlax, I can do this on my own. And to have that Snorlax sitting on top of that gym, thinking I did that. Yeah. I don't know, it's a quite a good feeling. And it's really strange because I never thought I'd be saying this weeks ago. Yeah. Because it has peaked and troughed. But
this is now because we've played it for so long that we kind of understand it now.
Yes.
Whereas like with the original Pokemon games, when you first started playing it, they just literally threw you in the deep end. So now that we're learning all the little tips and tricks, like Christ, when I learned how you get the poker coins from the gyms, as you say, it completely refreshed my things. It made me want to go and
that's
attack
what
gyms.
I've been doing. Yeah. Because there was a gym today, I was really pissed off because there was a gym that had a Clefable on top of it, and my bus was going the other road, and I clicked on it, and I was like, shit, there's a space on there. Yeah. I could have jumped on. Should I get off the bus? But I could have automatically just got 10 coins.
And then you could have walked from that bus stop to work, and then you would have hatched another egg.
Exactly. But, it's like when I went to the barrage on my own on Wednesday, I thought, I'm going to go for a nice walk. I went to the bay. I got my phone down to 1% just because I wanted to go and play Pokemon. And I didn't get bored. There weren't many at the barrage, so I went, it's right, I'll go to the 4 Pokestops down the bay. And it was really fun. And it doesn't matter to me now which Pokemon are popping up. Yeah. Unless I want to level up a certain one. Yeah. Because I'm more focused on getting my CP up on the best ones now.
See, for me, it's become more... Like, I think I enjoyed it more when it first came out because obviously it's the thrill of something new. Whereas now it's become part of my life.
Yeah, me.
So,
it sounds really sad to say that.
No, but it has. So if I'm walking into town, I will put it on.
You just know you'll do it.
Because Lucy and I, if we've got like half an hour to kill, we'll go for a walk to play Pokemon because where I live, there's a fuckload of Pokestops, so you can top up on it. So but I get the same thing. So like we were walking around and we came across the gym. So then we sat and camped at the gym to bring it down. And it's kind of got like in the Pokemon Go community, it's kind of this weird thing has happened where if you see someone at a gym, you kind of leave it alone because you know that they're trying to catch it and they might not be the same team. Yeah. So like we were attacking this gym and then there was other people came and they like stopped, looked at us and were like, oh no, we'll go somewhere else because there's a few other gyms around us. Yeah. And then they fucked off. But then the second that we captured the gym, someone else started battling it then, and I thought that was kind of cool, and it is like you see. It's
really strange. You've got this sort of camaraderie as well with strangers. Like it used to be, we're all playing Pokemon and we're all catching them, whatever, and we're all talking about there's an Eevee, there's such and such. Now, when you've sort of transferred to actually, I'm going to focus more on gyms so I can get Pokecoins, so I can level up whatever. A really cool example is when I went to the Bay, I was on my way back from the barrage and I saw the Doctor Who TARDIS. And I was like, oh, there's one Pokemon on it. It's like an 800. I've got this 2000 Snorlax. That's fine. Yeah. So I beat the gym and then I trained again. So I got the Prestige up. And I was sitting on the cycle ring to get close. Yeah. And another girl about my age walked up, sat on a cycle ring, and she added her Pokemon on, and she was a Team Mystic as well. And we just looked at each other and went, we're getting this gym up, we're just really good. I looked at her name, and I was like, so-and-so in 1985. Yeah. This was last Wednesday, so this is 2 days ago. Yeah. She was on a gym in town. Yeah. I recognised her name. Yeah. And I was like, that's my friend. Like, that's my gym buddy from
It's like
from the Bay.
It's made some weird underground turf war.
Yeah, I think we'll hopefully get to
and everything.
Yeah, I hope that we'll get to a point where, because our generation is very, very anxiety ridden, and so like interactions like that, like as you said, you probably didn't speak, or there was like the odd exchange, but then probably not as
it didn't have to be too much.
Yeah,
it's just like
but then it would be nice that we could progress to something, because it is a shared interest.
It would have been nice if
you actually walked over,
and actually walked over, sat next to her,
Team Mystic, like have a chat,
amazing,
made a friend,
yeah, and then like knew that we'd both done that together, teamwork.
Well, with the 4 Pokestops, because there's 4 Pokestops near where we all live that everyone puts lures on all the time.
There were no lures on Wednesday because it was Wednesday at lunchtime and everyone was in school or at work.
So if you go on like on a Saturday or something, or summer holidays or whatever, it will always be packed. But then it will always be crowded with people playing Pokemon Go. Yeah. And
but
like there'll still be people, that's the same. But there will still be people like going to the cafes. And stuff,
they're
but
doing it.
Yeah,
It's like some weird sort of fetish thing. Yeah. It's like we're doing it, but we don't really want to talk to each other about it. We don't really want to interact. We're just.
But then I do like going there or going to other places, and then people like you hear conversations like, oh my god, there's a hypno or something, and everyone gets so.
Or they try and bullshit you, like those 2 boys in. I went to Butte Park, and there were these 2 sort of teenage boys. And I was like, I was in between all the Pokestops, there were loads on them, it was fab, and I was like transferring, I was evolving, and this guy went, oh yeah dude, oh yeah, get that Pikachu, oh yeah, nice one, nice one, oh use a Great Ball, get that Pikachu, and I was like, dude, there's no Pikachu, you're just bullshitting people.
I think maybe they just didn't know the names of the Pokemon, maybe. And they were just like, this one's Pikachu, that one's Pikachu, that one's Pikachu.
There were these girls in the Bay, and I sat on the bench, and she was like, Gyarados. I'll just get the Gyarados. Like, I evolved a Gyarados. And I'm like, oh my god, no. Say it right.
Well, the amount of people that say Rattata is a bit...
Rattata? That's what Monica says because she's American. Yeah.
Well, it's even in like the animes and stuff, it's Rattata. Yeah. But it's other Rattata. Like, any American people I see playing it, or like if I watch online, it's Rattata. It's like, no, it's Rattata.
I think we should just call it that.
Rattata.
Just for shits and gigs.
See, now, but I do shit like that where I hear someone, like with Div-i-ded, I hear someone mispronouncing something, and then I make fun of them by then pronouncing it. So then I was in Subway years ago and I heard someone pronounce jalapenos as jalapenos. So now I will forever now say
vocabulary now.
Yeah, so I will say jalapenos.
I
know that I'm being ironic, but the fucking person serving me doesn't realize. So I go,
Can I have some jalapenos?
So I'm just,
and they're like,
they're just so I'm like pepper, sweet corn, jalapeno, and it's just like, so now there's someone else like watching me going, he said jalapenos wrong, and then they'll probably go and do that. It's a big
and then
cycle.
your social anxiety becomes even more.
Yes.
Don't want to talk to people.
Yeah.
The cycle repeats itself.
I'm just going to
You're passing it on
eat
like
my
a-
sandwich in silence.
You're passing it on like a vocabulary STD.
You'd be like, fucking jalapenos. Cool. So, part of that discussion was the Apple Watch.
Yeah.
And another thing that was announced at the Apple event that happened recently is Shigeru Miyamoto came out
Yes.
on
Front row.
stage.
Yes.
No, that was afterwards.
Oh,
I didn't even realise.
he went on stage.
We tuned in
But he
afterwards.
was on,
Ah.
he was on stage, but
Yeah,
then
he came out. He came out on
Is this
stage
the
and he was
Super Mario
like,
thing?
"Hello, thanks, Steve." Not Steve.
Not Steve. Thanks, Steve. Reanimated corpse.
That's the ghost of
Just
Steve.
fucking Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah,
Steve
what's that?
Jobs.
Tim.
It's
Yeah,
okay,
Tim,
we know you
Tim
miss
Cook.
him.
Tim Cook. Yeah, so thanks, Tim, and then did the whole, right, I'll speak in Japanese, here's my translator. Yeah. Announced Super Mario Run for iOS and Android in the future, which is an auto-running, side-scrolling game with tap-to-jump features, designed to be played with one hand,
On the tube.
on the tube, while eating an apple,
That was
or
it, Dad,
pizza.
wasn't
He gave
it?
many examples of why it should be one-handed.
Well, I wanted
Touching
because
yourself.
He was like, I was going to say, literally,
Feeling someone up.
the main sort of crux of the ad was one-handed on the tube, and I was like, what else are you doing with your hand? What's going on with the other hand?
Holding
on
on to the pole
I suppose.
to make
What
sure
pole?
the pole in the tube
What,
to make sure you don't fall over.
But the guy, that pole might fall over then.
What?
Polish guy. Anyway, your question.
There is no question.
Next week I'm going to the cinema.
Yeah.
There are no questions.
I'll book you ticket now.
It will take you 10 episodes to find this out, Tom, but at the end of it, there is actually points.
Alright.
No, I'm fine.
Oh.
It's,
So what? Thoughts on it?
Well, no, I was going to say it's specifically obviously for mobile. It will not be free to play. It will be a one-off payment, which is very Nintendo. They still
Is it gonna?
they're trying their best. Bless them. So like sort of move into the future and go. Yes, we need to do Mario on mobile,
But they still have.
but they're still like
rules.
people need to pay for it. Yeah, it's a one-off thing. What $29.99? That sounds about right, right? It's like okay.
So when they first announced it, or when I first heard of it, I was a bit wary. Like I was feeling a bit
Have you had a
wary
look
about
at it now? Of like,
I've had a look now, but
Yeah.
the reason I was a bit wary of it because I thought it was going to be like a Temple Run clone, because the amount of Temple Run clones out there, like you can get ones for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you can get one for Minions, you can get anything, and it's a Temple Run but with a different cover. And I was thinking, oh shit, it's going to be like that. Whereas what it actually is, it's just
It's
a
a Mario
Mario.
game.
It's
Is
a
it-
Mario platformer.
Is
but
it like
with-
classic Mario?
it's
well, it's
side
gonna be,
scrolling,
but it's going to be 3D. But it's going to be 2D, but
3D
then-
sprites, but 2D
Yeah.
perspective.
Okay.
So like the new Super Mario games that came out for the Wii U and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw it as that, it was actually cooler because it's a standard Mario game, but without the just movement control.
I'd like that because I miss Mario.
Yeah.
Like, I played it last when I had a DS,
Yeah.
and that was years ago, and I've not really had a chance to play it again.
Mhm.
Which is why I was really excited for the mini SNES,
Right. Yeah.
because
Because
it's going to come as a
the
package
mini
with.
SNES, because you'll have
When it
Super
comes
Super
out.
Nintendo.
Oh yeah, the got was it like 60 games on the Super?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which,
30
you know,
games
which
for
will
50 quid,
include
yeah.
Mario in it, which
Yeah.
will take me straight back to when I was about 8,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
which is amazing. But like, yeah, I would play that. I'd
Yeah.
play the shit out of that.
Because they did like the whole side scroller running thing. They've done it with Rayman. Because they had
Yeah.
Rayman.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, Rayman got a I suppose reboot a few
Yeah.
years ago with Rayman Origins, and then they were on consoles, and then they morphed it to mobile.
I made it work.
But on the mobile thing, it is literally he's just running,
Yeah.
and all
He's
you're doing is
jumping,
jumping,
yeah.
but then you're
Mhm.
timing your jumps and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So I think, and the way Mario is set out, I think it will work
Mm.
very well.
It's weird. I had a look at it and I was like, why have they done it upright like that? and then I was like, why have they got this massive space at the bottom of it?
Yeah.
And then I was like, that makes so much sense. You have it upright like that. You get the top two, three quarters or 2/3 of the screen as actually the screen. And the bottom half is the control.
Yeah.
So you're not putting your thumb in front of Mario or whatever. You actually got the space to tap it and everything.
That's what pisses me off usually about like converted games. So they did like Assassin's Creed games or Tomb Raider. They brought onto the iPhone, but then half of the or driving games as well. Half of the screen is like the invisible controller. But then your thumb is over it. So it's like,
so then you only get the middle of the screen.
You got two massive thumbs and then like maybe
doesn't
Lara
make any
Croft in the
sense,
middle.
you know? Yeah. So I mean,
whereas if you can have it and you're literally just like doing,
you'll be able to see what you're doing and what's happening and everything like that. It'd be good. Yeah. It was cool actually. They announced there's like a battle mode in it as well,
right?
Which will pit players against each other. And what that is same thing as normal, side-scrolling, continuous thing. There's no like flag at the end like there's typically. There's just a timer.
Yeah.
And during that time, you've got to basically run the best route and collect the most coins and whoever collects the most coins wins. And bless them again for trying. But you know how like in racing games you have a ghost player?
Yeah.
They had a ghost Mario, but it wasn't the actual Mario. It was a sticker of Mario going around the screen, and I was like, okay, so you can't even see what the other player's doing. But bless you for trying,
That
Nintendo.
reminds me of Titanfall, the Titanfall test, where you could see the ghost of the other player. The sort of trailer.
Oh yeah, that's the ghost characters. The ones it's like, oh, which person's in front of you doing better?
Yeah,
you see it a lot in racing games. Like the ghost car in front of you, like, oh, I just need to beat it and whatever.
But they just use one of the Paper Mario.
They just Paper Mario sticker, just like hopping around the screen and not moving whatsoever. it was very kind of like strange, but like kind of cool. I thought that was.
I suppose that's the motto of Nintendo: strange but cool.
Yeah. Strange decisions, Nintendo. Strange choices, but. Seems to work out in the end for you. So I mean, right? How much did it cost?
£2.29.
£229.
£2.29.
You £2.29.
Yeah.
One night. I kind of agree with Tom. Maybe £1.99, £2.50, something like that. Yeah.
It's not going to be a lot.
It's usually like
I don't think it's
going to be a bit.
Because I don't think anyone would buy it. Like I don't buy apps that are probably over about £3.99. Whereas, like, game apps used to be like 99p or $1.99, but then they've kind of, obviously with inflation and stuff. So most like big apps nowadays are around about $2.29 for like games and things like that. So I'd drop $2.29 for a single purchase. Get a Nintendo Mario game. Fucking £3 is a bargain. Especially when you like if you're spending like 40-50 quid on Super Mario Brothers on the Wii U or whatever. Like I remember spending 40 quid for Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. So yeah, £3 is fine. Or $2.29.
Cool. So if it was say $4.99, you wouldn't buy that.
No, I'd wait because Apple always do a fucking sale or to celebrate having 100 million downloads, we've reduced the price to a penny. And I'm always sucking in because I think, fine, I'll buy it, and then the week later, it does. They fucking done it on the PlayStation. A couple of weeks ago, I bought Journey, $9.99, and it's now the fucking game of the month for free. And I'm like, well, that's £10 I've never seen again.
Have you played that yet?
No, not yet.
It is very
Beautiful.
good. Yeah.
That's gonna be one I stream, but I need a time where because it's only gonna be like 4 hours long, isn't it?
Yeah,
but
it's not too long.
I need a day where I have nothing planned and can just do it in a single sitting.
Every day.
Yeah.
No, hey, Christ! This last couple of weeks,
it's good if you do it in a single sitting as well because it has. Do you know much about it? Like
no. Yeah, don't spoil it for me. But
it's gorgeous.
No, I was going to say that it has like a certain multiplayer element, which if you can do it in one sitting is good.
Right. Okay.
Let's put it that way.
Because I played a game recently called The Lifeless Planet, and that was you're essentially just a spaceman, and you wake up on this planet, and you have to try and find out what the fuck's going on the planet, essentially. But then you're trying to find sources for oxygen to keep yourself alive. And
I played something like that, but it was a choose your own adventure.
Well, no, yeah, it's the 3D version of that.
Oh, okay.
But that was only about 5 hours long. I did it in 2 sittings, and I kind of regret it because by spending 4 hours long, it's a long slog, but then you get more into the story and everything. Whereas the fact that I had to play it over 2 sessions, when I went back into it, I was like, oh yeah, I was here, but I didn't really have like the tension or anything like
the build up.
yeah. At least with like a 15-hour game, at least you have time to slip back into it.
Yeah.
But then I played it and then it was over within half an hour, so it's like okay.
Cool.
I have the opposite problem where I have to find the time to stream.
Right, yeah.
Like I've got to pencil in a day. Like I booked annual leave for next Wednesday, and I really want to restart Last of Us.
Yeah.
And in fact, I did restart Last of Us. I was
And then you
fucking
went
about kicking
on the
that giraffe.
phone to your mum, didn't you?
Yeah. My mum rang me.
Yeah, but definitely because that's what I'm trying
She
to
didn't
do.
even get out of the bedroom. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
In Last
Heyo.
of Us,
Brilliant.
she was just stuck in the bedroom. And
I was in her bedroom. I was just kicking this giraffe around
Yeah.
for a while.
Oh no, you did get out of the bedroom. You didn't get downstairs.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
That was it. That's as far as she got.
I looked out the window to the explosion, and that was it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that.
Spoilers:
I think
there's an explosion at the start of Last of Us.
Within the first 2 minutes. But that's why, because once things go back to normal, we're in September, because then you get students going back to uni and you get just everything for that period up until Christmas.
We're ramping up to Christmas now, though.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Get ready. The
in
mince
that,
pies are in Morrison's.
oh god, don't say that.
Yeah.
But I mean, in that period, it kind of everything can kind of be, or I feel anyway, can kind of be scheduled. So I'm gonna definitely try and stream more. Because I did like a test run recently where I was streaming for a couple of weeks and it was alright. I was just doing it too early, so now I'm going to do it.
Maybe we should stream GTA next Wednesday.
Yeah, no, I'm down for that. No, I'm in Manchester.
Oh yeah, you are, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I'm hopefully going to see McFly, but the tickets haven't come through yet.
Oh.
So,
Guys,
they
we're
might-
recording a podcast here.
yeah, that's fine. People want to know if I
Just
want to go see.
discussing your
People want to
plans and stuff. I mean, to be fair, we have finished
I said-
on subjects, so if you want to, we can just wrap it up now.
No, it's fine. Like, I mean, people want to know. Like,
You want to know
I
about
was
your
talking
plans to go
about
see
streaming
McFly
this
yeah,
next
because
week?
McFly's amazing.
He was saying it's relevant because we can't play GTA.
Yeah. So we can stream if you want, and I like McFly, and then the following week I can't do it as well. So yeah, I might.
I'll just keep all of my
I might be
weekends
away
free.
for a couple of weeks. So
Yeah, we'll send you on a course.
yeah. Just get
Yeah,
Big
but-
Tom back. We're only allowed. It's like the founders of Coca-Cola. They can't be in the same room. So you have two Toms, but they can't. You can only have one Tom at a time.
Dropping
we'll
McFlys.
just,
Maybe next week it'll just be like...
It'd just be you
It'll just
asking
be-
with the questions. Just
Asking yourself.
yeah.
It'll be me and Wodge, and then the week after it'll just be me in a mirror. Talking to
oh,
myself.
oh.
Yeah.
I like
Like,
that you go.
yeah.
I like that you go to the effort of getting a mirror out just so you can.
I can't just talk to myself. That makes me crazy, doesn't it?
Not really. That's what most.
fine.
That's what most YouTube bloggers are.
Yeah.
I used to do that.
Talking
You
to
just-
no one but
yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, that's what streaming is for me at the moment because I get like a handful of people and that's about it.
I love streaming on my own, and I'm like, yeah, so, yeah, this is fun. Like, what do I say? I don't really say anything. Do I have to say anything? If I'm quiet, are they going to worry?
You have. I suppose you have to be a certain amount of engaging so that they click on you.
Hi,
But-
guys!
yeah. But you'd be like the fact like not trying to be. Oh, this is where I go to the
Oh
the
no!
thing next week.
This is the course that Tom's
Yeah.
going on.
So rather than
Well,
being
because
racist,
I'm
I'm going to be
a girl.
sexist. Yeah.
Is it a lady thing?
So
is
because
it?
you're a girl, you'd probably get more views because
I
people
get
watching
my
it.
tits out.
No, I'm not saying get your tits out,
I
but
thought you
just
were
Put on a
Hi.
sultry voice.
Hi.
get
Hey,
get the
guys.
PlayStation camera.
Hey,
and
guys.
People, because the fact that you have the camera as well, more people are willing to watch if they can see you, and more people are willing to watch
But you
women
need
than they are.
self-esteem for that, don't you?
What, to have the camera? Not
Yeah.
really.
FYI,
Dark
that
room.
thing over there records video.
I know, that's true.
She
It's
didn't.
the-
She didn't
Oh,
realize.
I didn't realise till now. Okay, so that's all right
Oh,
then.
shit.
Cool.
Yeah, no,
We're
it's
gonna-
just, it's
are
a
we
pretty
gonna-
ornament.
We're gonna wrap this up.
Are we
then?
gonna wrap it up?
Yeah.
I mean,
With the
I
last
thought we'd
one.
make it a little short one this week.
Yeah.
You know, like a little bit shorter than normal.
Yeah.
Like normally it's like about an hour and 10, hour and 15.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a nice little one.
Yeah.
And give us
end the week.
nice.
Well, we'll see
calm
in all
down.
the comments next week whether they prefer the
all the
long
comments.
ones.
Did it? Has anyone commented yet?
I didn't check.
You
didn't
beforehand.
check.
I should do that.
Yes.
Yeah, I should do that.
Yeah, you're asking people for feedback, but you're not...
I
we
we
don't-
got,
we didn't
we
even
got-
look at that.
we got loads, but I didn't
Yeah.
look, so we'll check next week.
Yeah. So
Sorry, guys.
The feedback comment.
Yeah, name all the features you hate. Oh well, we hate this and this and this. Well, this week we're doing
We've
this.
done it.
And all that
Yes.
stuff. Tune in next week for more.
Yes.
Yes, more of the same. Cool.
So yeah. So well, I don't. It depends what time we film it next week. I'll probably be here. Tom might not be here. Wodge
I
might not
hope
be
he
here.
is. I will be
None
here.
of us will be here. It'll just be a video of the couch.
That would be quite interesting. If we just had the video of the couch.
And then scrolling with The day GeekStack will
Yeah.
next week.
Well, it was like when Netflix did the rotisserie chicken or did the fireplace, or it's just we can have an hour and a half of just
Or
sofa.
when
You
was
too
it?
can have your own GeekStack
BBC
sofa.
3, where they were switching over to online,
Right.
and they just had some random guy sitting in a room.
Did they?
Or something happened. Something happened, and the fat guy.
They turned it off for one day.
Why did they turn it off?
I can't remember. They
Oh,
turned
shit.
it off for one day. It might have been like a test to say, like, look,
Yeah.
FYI, we're
Does
turning
anyone-
over
Does anyone
in
actually
a
care?
week.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
need to make people aware of this. And they had a whole day of just nothing.
Right.
And a guy just sitting in a chair.
Oh.
But it was obviously on loop.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure something was happening.
Yeah, but
Weird.
it probably was, yeah. But anyway, cool.
Anyway, yes. So that's it. Bye.
See you guys next week.
Drink your branded beverage. We didn't actually. Well, talking about the iPhone, we haven't really touched on.
Earpods.
Well,
and the fact that I'm going to buy them.
No. Like
I
looked.
didn't ask the guy whether they would work with older phones or anything.
I think they will. It's based on Bluetooth, isn't it?
Yeah, because if that's the case, then that'd be cool. Because you could just buy the earpods and be like, "Oh, I've got the new phone.
Yeah.
Check out
But
my."
I looked into getting. I looked into like pre-orders for the iPhone today. So fucking expensive. Like I was hoping that EE would do a